Hello, and welcome to another Albion EU video. This time we're going to be going over the new patch notes that came out today, and we're just going to go over it and see like all the good and bad things, and maybe one day they'll nerf the dual swords, but until then, we'll just have to keep abusing it, right? But anyways, let's get into these updates. So first things first, everyone that had silver up got a gold main Pegasus, which I'll show you guys after the I go through all this. Which I honestly I don't think it looks that good. I mean, it's just a free mount, a free skin that I'm not ever gonna really use, like the Pegasus one. I feel like it's just too much clutter. It looks nice and all, but it's just way too big. Like when you have a bunch of them together, it just looks way it's just too big, way too much stuff going on. So I'm not a fan of the skins that they gave us, but fuck it. It's a little free bonus, which is nice. Um, let's see, what is this? Time required to interact with siege banners. I didn't really use any of this at all, but I know it's for like when you're fighting territories, you got to put like a siege banner down. I don't know why they're increasing the timer. Maybe someone was doing some kind of cheese. Every time you see something like this, it's always because someone's abusing some stupid shit somewhere. But anyways, let's see. Combat balances. This is the more important stuff right here. Bloody Reap, Inferno Scythe. Big nerf on the execute. Well, not really. It's not a massive nerf, but I mean, 20 damage is pretty huge in a way. But in Inferno Scythe, yeah, I guess the Crystal Arena meta was just full of Inferno Scythe all the time. Like, even I used it at one point. I'll do a Crystal Arena match after this to see how badly this changed. Bow's Wailing Bow, no one ever used it, so they reduced the cooldown by 5 seconds, so maybe you'll see it in Crystal Arena or something, or maybe in ZVZs more. Hammers, I don't even know what this is. I don't really use the hammers. It says a CC strength increase, but the number went down, so I don't know if it's an increase or decrease. Improved visual effects, Groundbreaker Pole Hammer. This one's like this is like underused. No one really used this, so maybe increasing the stun duration maybe it'll see some more use. Let's see, spears, the fling got buffed. It was already pretty strong. No one used it though because what was the other spear? Like, it's not. Is it the polearm? The one that just has like a big slam? I think it is. Like basically the two-handed spear. It's like it does the exact same thing, but instead of flinging them behind him, it's just a big damage and a CC based on how much spirit charges. So I mean, it's nice to see that the damage increase on the glaive because they were both pretty strong just for that. Like you go 3 stacks and you do a bunch of damage, which was nice. I enjoyed it when I was doing my corrupted dungeon series, budget corrupted dungeon series there. Swords. Fairy Strike. Reflect damage increase because nobody used this ability. Or very little people use this ability at all on the swords. So maybe it's gonna people will stop using the what is it, Splitting Slash or whatever, the most broken sword ability at the moment. And then they'll start using some Reflect maybe, but I doubt it. I doubt they're gonna see anyone using the Reflect. Charge and Claymore. This is a nice little buff to the Claymore, doing damage to enemies that you pass through, so it's not completely useless in group fights. So it'll be interesting to see if anyone actually uses this in little small scale stuff. Maces, a little buff on the defensive slam, just to last a little bit longer. I mean, I could see that, like, definitely useful for tanks and that's about it. I was supposed to say other stuff, but no, it's really just useful for people playing tank, right? Like I said, I don't really know what this is here. Sacred Ground. I believe that's the silence here. Definitely needed a nerf. It's like uh it's so strong in like clap sets and or just like in the crystal arenas. You'd get CC'd, like snared into a 4 second silence or even longer depending on what kind of like boots or armor they were wearing. So it was too broken. Well, not broken, but it was like you couldn't do anything for a whole 4 seconds when you're silence, and you can't run away because you're snared into the silence. I'm glad they're nerfing it a bit. Blessed Aura, not too sure what this is. It's the Oath Keepers. I'm guessing it's the E on the Oath Keepers, which they made it for it hits more people, healing range increase as well. I'm not sure. This might not be the E. I'm not too sure about it, but if it is the E, then this is a nice little boost to it. A nice little buff, hitting more people, and maybe it'll be used in like bigger fighting content, ZVZs and stuff like that. I'd see it as a nice little rush in kind of ability or get out. Everyone gets hit by this and gets a nice little shield. Like I said, I don't know what the dread laden fighting thingy is. Let's see. War gloves. These guys get these gloves got a nice little buff. War gloves. I forget which one these are because I know there's the battle bracers and the brawler gloves. The war gloves, I don't really remember. I think it's this kind of like a spiky looking glove thingy. So it gets there's all war gloves here, but it just says war glove there. I'm guessing it's all of it because it's a passive. So yeah, it's gotta be for all of them. Okay, so the movement speed increase. So there's a passive that like after a few auto attacks, it'll increase like your movement speed. I still don't see it being that useful though, because it's like the other ones are like after losing a certain amount of health, you get damage, or like as you're punching someone, you increases your damage kind of thing. Movement speed, I've never really found that very useful. Who knows? Maybe things will change with that. Shockwave. I'm guessing that's the it's like the attack where you send like a little shockwave, and then you use it again to go to whatever you hit, kind of thing. It's like your ranged ability basically that you can use to like close the gap as well if you manage to land it. Reducing cooldown on that, so maybe you'll see some more play with those. Counter, no one used. I actually enjoyed counter, especially when there's like a warbow meta. You'd play gloves and have the counter and just go straight towards them. Like you'd reflect the damage and you would be like sent through them. And now you can choose to follow through. So before it was automatic. So you would just press the button. Your guy would kind of like channel the counter. And if you hit something, it would just automatically dash to whatever you hit. But with this, you can. I guess it's like the combo. If you use the combo, then you get to dash to the enemy. You can choose not to, which I think is like a really good. So this is a nice little buff, and even the dash range increase is pretty insane too. I don't know if they changed the cooldown, but or how the if this is like if you actually use it, it's 15 seconds. I'm guessing. But interesting stuff. Now here's a big nerf to a lot of people's builds. Like I've been using the cleric cow, like abusing the ice block and getting out of it instantly after blocking big damage kind of thing. And now you're gonna be stuck inside of it. So you can no longer just cancel it whenever you want. So you have to wait. It used to be 4.75, but now you have to wait the full 4 seconds to get out of it. So it's not as strong as it was before, and this is a big nerf though. The duration, like that's gonna hurt because I don't know. I guess you guys know if you played the Albion, but in the mist right now, it's like you have the double-bladed meta with the stalker jacket. And what I would do is like when they stun me, I would just instantly ice block and just wait out their static on the stalker jacket. But I think with the duration nerf here, it might not be enough to block the full stalker jacket anymore. Like you're definitely going to be taking damage there at the end of it. I don't know. I don't like the duration nerf. They should have just kept it to where you can no longer cancel it, because that makes it even bigger of a nerf. In the armor, Slice Lore, like I was talking before, Hellion Jacket nerfed. I'm gonna be trying this out as well with the Infernal Siphon Crystal Arena to see if it really how bad it is. But yeah, as you can see, you're getting a lot less health back. You're doing a lot less damage. So it's like yeah, you do damage based on how low your health is, and you get healed based on that damage kind of thing. And yeah, here it's just all around, all throughout the tables here. It's just getting nerfed hard. And let's see, miscellaneous dismount range. So this is for like the miss ratting. This is a nerf to like miss ratting because you can't dismount like all screen anymore. You have to be even further away to not have your the little yellow exclamation mark above your head, which gives you like 15 seconds on all your abilities, which is really annoying. So I haven't tested this out yet, but I feel like it's gonna be pretty fucking cancer. Fixes. I don't think these are too interesting. Yeah, actually no, this is actually really good because I noticed that when I was using my nature healer, when I was healing shapeshifters, you would see the visual effect of having 3 stacks of healing on your allies disappear when they shapeshift, but it was still there. Like if you look at their you looked up at their portrait or whatever, like it would show that they still had 3 stacks, but like visually you wouldn't see it. So I'm glad that they got that fixed. Pole hammer, not too sure what this is. Or okay, it just was displaying the wrong cast range on the tooltip. Fix it tooltip stuff. Tooltip. Not too interested in there. Um, an issue where in streamer mode, email address would be visible in login verification page. Yeah, that I could see that being a problem. Opening the map of neighboring regions for 40K would show the wrong upgrades. That's interesting. How they fix that? Let's see. Herb garden products were no longer corrected correctly. So what? Not correctly. So I don't know what that is. Shrine of Invisibility buff could cause mount to disappear. Yeah, this was really annoying, and it's been there for a while. So basically, when the region was overcrowded and you were on a horse and you went to go grab the shrine to be invisible, your mount would disappear. So you would have to remount up in order to leave the zone with the invisibility. So you lost time there just having to mount up again. And it didn't happen when the region's not crowded. It wouldn't dismount you, and you would be able to just take it and leave. So that's a nice little fix there for sure. What is this? Fixed issue where players could get stuck in trade state after disconnecting mid-trade. Never had this issue, but yeah, that's definitely a good fix. Rare issue in dual miss where players in the party would briefly become hostile after miss portals closed. That sounds weird. Never happened to me, but another good fix. What's this? Fixed rare issue in Yellow Zone Mist where picking up Wounded Wisp twice to combat would cause PvP flagging to persist after leaving the mist. I think this happened to me once because I remember like just like I think it was in the beginning of the EU server where I was just running around in like the yellow zone and I was flagged up, and even though I've never flagged up before, I was flagged up for some strange reason and people were attacking me. And I didn't know why, but I guess this would explain why. And that's pretty much it. Not a bad update. Alright. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and hop into a Crystal League match with the Scythe and then like the Hellion Jacket, and we'll see how bad the nerf is. Yep, and there you have it. I don't know about a nerf, but it still seems pretty viable, really strong, and definitely still slaps people around. I did feel the execute though, like it definitely like you needed to have them really really low for it to work, or you have to have like some like damage buffs on you when you're doing it, because I could definitely feel the execute nerf. But I mean, it's still a pretty strong weapon though. I feel like other weapons are going to be maybe slightly better now. And the Hellion Jacket, like it got nerfed, but I mean, when you're in the middle of a team and you're just getting all that free health from all of them, it's still like really strong. Like it'll be a lot less strong in like 1v1s. Like if you're using it to fight someone in a 1v1, it's going to be definitely a lot less stronger than it was before. So Mercenary Jacket might be. I mean, that still is. It still is a better 1v1 weapon, but I mean armor. But you know, it is what it is. Anyways, another thing we got here, I'm showing off like the new mounts as well. I think it looks like utter shit. I know we got it for free. Like we paid, what was it, like $50 or something for at least silver package, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's like you pay $50 for like early access and the other skins, and they just give you another like little ugly ass looking skin here. It's, I mean, it's free, so why? Well, free for those who paid. So technically, it isn't really free. You know, it's like paying $100 and getting a penny back. You know, it's like, okay, it is what it is. And yeah, sorry for the audio. I tried to use the shadow play to record the first part of the video, and I don't know, it just sounds like shit. So I'm just gonna have to do voiceovers and figure out a way to like line the audio or something, or try to like maybe pause it on certain subjects and then whatever to make it easier to do it. But yeah, we'll have to see. But I'm not gonna make this video too long, so this is gonna be it for me. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Living in a crowded dream, searching for the quiet that you need to breathe. Gave up on your sanity to hide behind your shadow while you tried to